polite to hold the door open for someone. Don't be a... Do you not think customer service is very good over
I
it?
find that so rude.
Number 5, we've got general attitudes in Poland. What do we make of that then?
Well, literally, it means general, right? So it could be about people in general. Now, there's quite a few little things, little customs. As you probably guessed, us English lot, we're known for being quite polite.
Very polite. Please and thank yous.
We're always saying sorry, even when it's not our fault. That's what we do. So when I come here and I see things, it just bugs me a bit, quite a bit. For example, you're walking in front of somebody, you're walking behind somebody, and you're both going in the direction of a door. And you're about 5 meters behind the guy, maybe less. And this guy opens the door. And he doesn't look behind him, and you think that he might, and you're about to just grab hold of the door. He doesn't, he goes through, and bang, you almost walk into the thing and hit your nose in it.
Polite to hold the door open for someone who's just going to go through it behind you, right?
And you look behind yourself, see if there's anyone there. Like, oh, hang on a minute, someone might be behind me. You know? And then you can see someone, oh, sorry, here you go, I'll let you go. Same thing with a lift as well.
I had an example yesterday. We were walking around Katowice, just exploring, and busy in the market square. And I let someone, because it was busy, I let someone go before me. And they didn't even look at me, didn't say, and I will say...
thank you as well.
No, and I will literally say, dziękuję, dziękuję, just loudly, just manners. It's just manners. So there's things like that. Now, obviously, Poland is known for the Polish smile, i.e. there isn't one.
Yeah.
No offence,
it goes
Patricia.
Like this is the Polish smile.
Very happy. They're very happy inside.
It's like, oh.
I don't know what angry looks like. Same thing.
I don't know. Normally they would say, yeah, and I'm not going to say the rest.
Yeah, so... Yeah, just look, we know you might be fine, you might be happy, but just show us. Show us your teeth. Littering and graffiti, I think that's similar.
Yeah. It's just like, this is kind of, I'm giving you a bit of a tease here about one of the positive things, but Poland is a beautiful country. Plenty of beautiful scenery. Yeah, not everywhere. It's more common in cities and small towns. But littering, I mean, we get the same issue as well in England. Yes, I know.
Cigarette butts.
But smashed bottles. Now, I have a dog. Now, even if I didn't have a dog, I want there to be glass everywhere.
Dog poo.
Dog poo, yeah, they don't pick it up. I pick it up. It's always good to have I have bags in
Disgusting, isn't it?
Right, spare baggers to go and pick it up. But here's the thing. Glass, smashing things, spraying paint everywhere, destroying things. Why? It is a beautiful country. It has a lot of amazing history and culture to it. So why destroy it?
The way I say it,
you
and sorry for the language, but it's basically shitting on your own doorstep, right? You wouldn't do it. So why do you do it one road down? Obviously, graffiti, it does happen everywhere, right? But you do see it quite a lot. You do see it quite a lot in Poland, which is a shame, because there's a difference between someone making an amazing artwork on the side of a building and someone creating a dick and balls. That's everywhere, though, isn't it? That's everywhere.
Yeah.
That is everywhere.
I mean, if it's snow or something and you want to go and make something fine, it's not going to stay something permanent, is it? But spraying it all over, no, it's not good. But were there any other bits there?
Money focused, you put?
Yeah, it's... Now, English people can be like this too. Very penny pinching. I've noticed this with Polish as well.
I thought he was going to say he noticed it with me.
I'll let you think. I'm joking.
Look, we were just in Auchan,
that's how you pronounce it.
and they couldn't find what bakery item they want, so I just stick it for as a bread roll. No.
Well, we had to make sure that you won't get, done by the shop assistant.
Okay.
But yeah, what was the point? What did you say then?
So being money focused.
Yeah. So it's not everybody, of course, but generally speaking, they like to go and find really heavy discounts. Really heavy discounts. And it's just kind of like, okay, or they expect 3 things. And you're like, come on, man, it's like a pretty decent price. So if it's already a decent price, don't go trying to find ways of saving.
Oh, I see. I think that's just us being English or British.
Yeah, but English, again.
No, but what I mean is, yeah, but what I mean is, if you're talking about trying to get things free or cheaper, obviously recently on a trip to Morocco, in certain places in the world, it's expected sometimes, isn't it? Like, you
so
try and get
ban-
everything as
ban-
cheap as possible. You barter and and so you do that. And I think we're too stiff upper lip to do it in the UK.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
In terms of that side
I'm
of
saying,
things.
like, if you can see it's a good price already, then...
always try and get cheaper, if you can. That's
no.
where we differ slightly.
But it's about valuing what someone has created or what service they're providing. If you know that this person has spent 20, 30 years getting better at their craft, you're like, would you just go get us a bit more?
Well...
You're like, come on, mate. Just...
Yeah, we differ on that one.
Any other bits around?
The other one you had was always waiting on red man.
Oh, in England or in the UK, we're kind of known for this internationally, I suppose. That is, if there's red man and there's no vehicles coming.
Jade walking, they call it in America, don't they?
Jay, I don't think it's Jade.
Jay walking, sorry.
I don't think a woman called Jay just going, hello, it's me.
So I tell you, that was one of the first things when I came to Poland and met with people. Was I was told, do not cross the road if it is not a green man to say to cross. I'm thinking, well, it's midnight, there is no one around, and they're like, no. It's like common sense. If you look, there is nothing coming, cross.
If you get run over, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Now, this, like I said to you briefly just then, I said about the green man. So yeah, you're like, well, I'm just going to stand here because it's safe. But I'll cross on green man when there's a car going around on the green arrow. Right. That's safe, isn't it? My friend nearly got run over once when he came over. Literally, last year I think it was when he came over, or the year before. He was like, whoa, I had to quickly stop. It was like, Paddy, no, it's like, yeah, like, trust me. So, that is not safe.
Yeah, as I said, these aren't necessarily specific to Poland, but it is a problem that we think, a problem that Poland has.
And of course, there's a video related to Poland, so.
There we go. Number 6 is driving culture. Now, some of this relates to what we spoke about earlier, but there is a few different points. So go on, start.
Well, I'd say the first thing I would think is giving way. And you're like, what do you mean? Well, you always said earlier on that, generally speaking, the English are known to be very polite. We like to,
let people out.
Yeah, that tends to happen not just like walking around on the high street, but actually driving as well. Right? What I've noticed, it's not everybody, but the majority of people, is let's say you want to turn left. Usually in England, of course, it's the other driving direction. But what we tend to do is slow down and we'll flash. You say, "Proszę bardzo, off you go. Be my guest. I'll slow down a bit, give you a flash, or just give you a wave, off you go." Poland? Yeah. It's my road. Moja droga. I'm going. Why? Be kind.
I think that links to the other point of being impatient. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I get it, but you're not going to get anywhere any quicker by giving up 5 seconds because traffic lights will slow you down just as quick. Yeah. So it's not going to hurt you to just let someone out, on busy roads when you're trying to get out of a side road and it's a pain in the backside. Just be nice. Let someone through.
Exactly. And related with this as well, if someone does allow you, like me, for example, because I usually 9 times out of 10 give way to people, it's nice to thank them. A quick...
I like doing it.
Or a quick flash on the hazards.
I like doing a little thumbs up. They like that.
Just like, cheers, appreciate it.
What about things like tailgating? Do you get that much over here?
Mate,
tailgating, basically, only a fool breaks the 2-second rule.
Yeah.
You should always be 2 seconds behind.
You know, I think what's tailgating? Tailgating is when you're really close to someone from behind. Think about like the literal laws of physics here. The quicker you go, the more stopping distance you need. But you also need thinking time, which means when you see someone, you go, oh, I need to brake. Well, that takes time, which means you've already gone a bit of distance. So you're thinking time, and then it's braking. Well, what about if you are being tailgated as well while you're tailgating someone else? You slam on the brakes, well, you're going to get shunted from the back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why,
keep a distance.
If anything you learn from this video, don't break the 2-second rule.
Just
honestly, say all the time, don't I, Chaz?
You do.
There you go.
I do have one other thing. What about their crazy overtaking here? Please say we're going to talk about that.
Yes,
That's
we are.
terrifying.
In fact, let's go on right now. So earlier on, we were filming a bit about the stadium. That's a bit of a tease. Yes. And as we were filming, Some lady in a BMW decided to overtake a lorry, and I think another vehicle as well, just after a crossing and before another crossing. I think it was in a 50-kilometre...
it wasn't a fast
No, it's about 50 kilometres an hour speed limit, but that's not the point. But the point is really narrow road, and she went, I'm going for it. Right, if you're going to overtake, do it properly, which means you do it safely. Do not put your life and other people's lives at risk. Just don't. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth those extra 5 seconds. Like Rob said, you're probably going to get there at the traffic lights anyway.
Exactly.
Just chill out, because if you're all aggressive and so on, you're going to make other people aggressive and all the rest of it, and you're probably going to get yourself a speeding ticket as well.
So basically, relax and don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Number 7, shopping customs. What are your thoughts on that then?
Well, I know the Polish are quite efficient. You want to be quite quick, as we're mentioning with the cars. Well, it also translates to shopping. So in England, we like to have a slight conversation with somebody. See how your day is.
How are you doing?
We even offer to pack your bags.
Jak się masz?
In Poland, well, it's a bit like a game of darts. What do you mean? You just throw them. Throw the darts. You throw the shopping at the customer. Proszę bardzo. Very efficient, but not good for the customer. Poor customer's scrambling trying to find the bloody shopping. Not good. And then, once you ask for the change, you just keep giving it like this. Now, obviously, I'm not saying everybody's doing this, but a lot of people do it.
Do you not think customer service is very good over here then?
No. Generally, in a
Is
nutshell,
that
no.
general or retail or
Generally.
just generally it's
I'd
not?
say generally.
Okay. Because one thing I notice in restaurants is, this is good and bad, right? It's good and bad, so hear this out. You don't often get the waitresses or waiters come in and check in if your food is okay. They've given it to you and they don't necessarily check, oh, how's your food?
Yeah.
Now, there is a pro and con. In the con is obviously if your food's not great, you have to then get their attention and things like that. If it is good, you don't have them asking you why you got a mouthful, which is really annoying because they do that in the UK. They'll always get you when you've got a mouthful. But so if we're looking on the negative side, they don't check, therefore you have to cause a bit of a, come here please,
Yeah,
if your food's not up to scratch.
It's just being polite. You're just courteous. You know, you're just seeing how it is. And that, by the way, if you guys want tips, that's how you're going to get a good tip. Because the way I look at it is, I will tip if for a good service, not just because you're expecting something. So if you do these things where you said, hey, would you like an extra drink? Would you want to top up here? How's this? How's that? Would you like extra sauces? You're not overbearing. You're just kind, observant.
Courteous.
Right.
And yeah.
Makes a difference. Have we got any other bits?
I would say the other thing was short-changing you put. You don't get short-changed, surely.
I've had it a few times at the petrol station.
Is that not like a criminal offence?
Probably.
No,
But
because they will say that they don't.
They,
oh yeah, they'll say you won't have it. Now what happens is, if they can sense that you're a foreigner, so maybe your accent, or maybe you didn't use the right case or something, they sense that you're a foreigner. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm trying to learn
Shouldn't
Polish.
matter, should
I get it? But because they know that, they'll go, oh, przepraszam, nie mam. Oh, they don't even say that. Sometimes they do, but a lot of the time they don't. And you're counting it, you're like, wait a minute, why am I 10, maybe 20 groszy short here? What's going on? Now you might be saying, wait a minute, Kane, you're a penny pincher, right? No. It's about being kind and honest, an integral human
they
being.
may get away with it because you may not check it. You just get the money, put it straight in your pocket.
Because you're not so sure of the shape and the colour of this.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's different to English money.
But even then, it doesn't even need to be a foreigner. How many people count their change
I tried it
when they get it?
Well, I count because I just want to make sure things are right. But Patrizia, every time Patrizia has counted, she's never been shortchanged. But when I've gone there,
They always say to me.
I'm short. Yeah, if they don't have the change, they'll say to her. But if it's for me, they won't say it. They just give it.
Well, maybe it is being a foreigner. Okay, is this
Not
something...
everywhere, but a lot of the time.
No, yeah, okay. It's generalised. Some of these are generalising comments, but they have to be made. So, have you been shortchanged and they just hoped you didn't know? Maybe it's a problem, a widespread problem in Poland. And the final one, number 8, professionalism. What's your problem with people's professionalism?
It's not people's profession, if that's what you're thinking. What I'm talking about is how they conduct themselves in professional matters.
Okay.
So, if you send an email, generally speaking, you send an email to a Polish person. In England, we tend to expect a reply
fairly
like,
quick.
Just like it was nice about the speed of it, but it's a confirmation like, yeah, okay, not a problem.
Yeah.
Just to make sure things are confirmed.
I would say, especially with modern technology, it's on you. Like, yeah.
And what I find is, so if I send, I don't know, an email to some lessons, blah, 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 maybe I've given them something, whatever it is, so I've given them a document. It's nice then to respond, going, thank you very much, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Or if I said about, I know, lesson has changed to this time, or just to remind you about whatever class or whatever it is, and I give you a date and time, you just simply say, okay, thanks a lot, thanks for letting me know. But in Poland, they don't. They tend to respond.
So you're just hoping.
Well, yeah, you don't know. So generally, they will respond if they have a complaint about something, or they have a question about something, and that'll be it. Or maybe they give you a
So
question
if you book an appointment with someone to see someone in a professional situation, you book it and you won't necessarily get confirmation. So you just have to hope.
An automatic email, stuff like that. But I'm talking about if you're sending emails to clients and stuff like that, or in a company, they can be a bit with it. And I find that so rude. Really, really rude. It just takes you 2 minutes just to go, yep, thanks.
Okay.
That's it.
What about then? So I'd like to be on time for things. Sometimes I'll be early because it's just that, you set a time, that's when you should be there.
Yeah.
Is that an issue over here?
Generally speaking, the Polish tend to be quite late for things.
Okay.
So if you say, I don't know, you're going to be there, if it's kind of like a private lesson, it might be like a minute late, 2 minutes late.
Yeah.
Sometimes. It's like, it's a bit late in my book. But if it's like a class, I've had people roll in like 5 past, 10 past the hour. I'm like, come on, man, And
You know what time it is.
They don't go and apologise for it, usually. And you're like, come on, like, just be respectful.
Business environment, it's a little less courteous, I would say, is the word, because a lot of it is courteous. It's courteous to turn up on time to an appointment or something like that.
Well, yeah,
so
that's respectful, isn't it?
That's an issue you have, you think, over here?
Yeah. Sort it out, guys.
Well,
we've all got phones.
There you go. We've just discussed 8 different things, topics, which we've delved into quite a bit. You guys make this because you are going to discuss in the comments down below. Which of these do you think are accurate? Are there any that you think, what are you talking about? That's not true. Let me know in the comments down below. While you're there, obviously hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and go check out Charlie and Rob on YouTube, because that's where you see our adventures. We are in Poland right now, so check that out. And once again, thank you, Kane. Kane, Patricia behind as well. Charlie's also behind me. We're off to a castle. That'll be fun. It'll be in the vlog. So thank you guys for that, and for your perspective as an English person living in Poland. Do widzenia.
I really think it's very melodic.
For me, I have a bit of a love-hate.
Polish seem to really appreciate. Do you have it boiled or fried?
Midnight whispers, broken dreams.
Generally speaking, general. Just
Just courteous. No.